So Mahima, it's an honor to doing this with you. Also, I would like to thank you for giving the time with you.
Thank you, Divish, for giving me this honor to do this with you.
Yes, ma'am. Thanks, ma'am. As you have been an integral part of DPS Bathinda since the early years of the school, could you tell us how the pod started and how the experiences has shaped you?
It all actually started as an accident, Divish. I was serving in my previous organization.
Yes.
For about 8 years I was in army school.
Okay.
Then I thought of going to Canada because everybody was going.
Yes.
I was very young then. So I thought I'll go to Canada and I'll settle there. I spent about a year there.
Okay.
I didn't like it much. One
Yes.
was of course the homesickness. So I thought I'll come back, and being daughter of the soil, I wanted to come back. It was a decision that I had taken. So when I came back, my school was ready to have me back, but then there was no vacancy. So somebody told me that a new school has opened. So it opened in 2003. The school was initiated in 2003. It was in 2006 June that somebody told me there's a school, they're looking for teachers. So I came here just like that. One evening I was sitting, so it was around 3 o'clock that I picked up my scooter and I came here. So Mrs. Renu Chaturvedi was the principal then, so I sent in my CV, she made me to wait and she said, okay, I'll meet you. So she met me, we had a longish interview. It was more of a chit-chat interview. And then she said, you're on board. And I said, okay, I'm on board. So that's how it started. It was 28th June 2006 that I joined the school, and I'm still here.
It's been quite a long time now.
Quite a time. So we finished 19 years.
Oh, that's great, ma'am. Being a senior mistress is not a child's play. It has a lot of stress and deal of responsibilities. What would you say are your roles and responsibility in managing the school?
See, basically my duty entails that I need to help the principal in day-to-day functioning of the school. So this day-to-day functioning involves, my typical day starts early in the morning with me being at the gate, managing the students. This is followed by the assembly, so where I have to be there. In the zero period, management of zero period, sports, remedial classes, the other classes, the activities, then teachers on leave, substituting them, then some discipline cases. You are the better one, Divish. So, but then there are some discipline cases. Then there are some complaints about the buses, teaching, when the parents complain, so taking care of that. And then inter-house, exams coming up.
Yes.
So it's everyday thing that I'm taking care of.
Definitely not a child's play. As you have mentioned, there are many disciplinary regarding. So, could you share us with a story of how some disciplinary you have met some people, student with that kind of mischief?
Divish, I feel kids are kids. Be it a class 1 or be it a class 12 or be it a class 10.
Yes.
Okay, I feel kids are kids. And they have every right to be little mischievous. So little mischief here and there, playing truant, missing a class every now and then. It's taken into the stride. But the problem comes when students either they get physical amongst themselves.
Yes.
That is not acceptable. So there's a zero tolerance policy for physical hitting and bullying. So these are two cases that I really feel for. So and they are dealt with strictly. But for the other things, kids are kids.
As you have mentioned, the physical, when the students get physical, you don't like it. How do you tackle these kind of students and situations?
See, there's a multi-pronged, many steps to it. The first step is, of course, calling up their parents, because parents need to know.
Yes.
Parents need to know. And then secondly, both the parties are called then there's a detailed report that goes in, the eyewitnesses, the kids, listening to their story, why, I mean, what was the trigger for that, you know, at times the trigger is something else, you know, and they fight on some separate day, you know, especially with these Insta wars coming in these days. So if something happens on Instagram and they fight in the school, right? So the parents are called, parents are informed, both the parties are called, detailed reporting is done, and then there are two things. One is counseling. They are made to understand that this should not happen, and if it's a repeat case, then there is either a yellow card or a red card, because kids need to learn their lessons.
Yes, it's necessary, of course. These days, relationships in school go far beyond teaching and homework. In your views, what defines the significant bond between a teacher and a student? Especially when the student might adore you once and next day avoid you after the test.
Divish, times are changing.
Yes.
A lot has changed, you know, especially with this media, social media coming in the way. But again, to my mind, I feel that values don't change. The basic values never change, right? So yeah, kids are changing quite a bit, but then my genuine interest, that is a teacher's genuine interest in the student, is the basis of any relationship, right? So a student has to feel that yes, this teacher is genuinely interested in me, and that's it. So they'll be naughty, they'll play truant as was mentioning, they will not do the homework, they'll miss out on a test or two. Yes, but then the learning will happen. If the teacher feels, if the student feels that yes, this teacher has my interest, my best interest in her mind. So I think that for me is the defining the parameter for a student-teacher relationship.
Very nice. So like, you are taught over 2 decades of the generation.
Yeah.
What can you see the main difference between that kind of generation and today's Gen Zs, specific generation?
Yeah, I have seen two generations. I have seen, you know, Gen Zs and now the Gen Alphas,
Yes.
right? So, and there were millennials also that I have taught for about 2-3 years. So again, Divish, what I have to say is that the values remain the same. But then yes, generations do change. So you people are born into technology.
Of course.
And I took up technology in a very slow fashion. So it was in 1998 that I got my first mobile phone. So smart tub and mobile phone, that was the big bulky one. So I learned how to okay, yeah. And then it was in 1998 that I first got the internet at home. So we didn't know how to use it, right? But then you people are born into this.
Yes.
So you pick this up so easily, and I still I am still scared of this. Right. So that's a difference, yes, but then the basic values remain the same. My mother taught me, my teacher taught me, be honest. I am teaching you people, the Gen Alphas, you're not even Gen Zs, we're the Gen Alphas, that be honest. And yes, be honest. Not technology, no technology. So not much change. The only thing is that I, as a teacher, have to keep pace with you people. And there are times when I deliberately look at what is latest in the songs, who's the latest singer, what is the latest movie going on, right? So that I can keep pace with you people, so that I can talk to you. Because I need to talk to you. So you people will not talk to me much. I have to reach out to you. So this is one thing that is happening more. So this was not so in the earlier times. So in my early years of teaching, kids were, even my age teachers say so, even now, that तब मैडम हमारे ज़माने में इतनी बूढ़ी हो गई कि मैं हमारे ज़माने में word कह सकती हूँ. Thank you for that. हमारे ज़माने में, पुराने ज़माने में बच्चे डरते थे, बच्चे बैक आंसर नहीं करते थे, उनको डांट दिया तो वो डांट सुन लेते थे. मुझे लगता है, to my mind again, I don't think it was a very good habit. And you would ask me, ma'am, ये तो आप क्या बातें कर रही हो टीचर, बच्चों को खराब कर दोगी.
Yes, ma'am.
But at that time, kids never thought. Now you people, the Gen Z and the Gen Alphas, you are a thinking generation, which is a good thing. No? The initial years के 8-7 साल के बच्चे, they were thought, they accepted whatever madam has said, सत्य बच्चा. But then it's not सत्य बच्चा, no? It should not be सत्य बच्चा.
Of course.
Right?
Teachers
So,
are humans.
yeah, teachers are humans, teachers can go wrong. And then why should you accept my statement just like that? You know, think. You may like what I'm saying, you may not like what I'm saying. So, think. So this is one change that has come in, and I think it is for good. That this generation is a thinking generation. They question. So I'm not saying they question authority. Authority should be questioned but not challenged. और challenge नहीं होना चाहिए ना. तो वो challenge नहीं है. वो challenge तब भी नहीं था. तभी बच्चे ऐसे authority को challenge नहीं करते थे. अभी नहीं कर रहे. But अब they question. So I'm very happy about it. Questioning means you are thinking. And with thinking will come the change in the society. नहीं तो society वैसे ही चलती रहेगी.
Yes.
Society कैसे बदलेगी? जब कोई सोचेगा कि ये गलत है, ये सही है. Also,
That's a very different aspect that isn't like it is good to argue with, not to argue but to reply back to the teacher.
I mean, I will not say even reply back, but to discuss.
But to discuss.
है ना? हाँ, वो यहाँ पे मैं ये कहूँगी कि good for teacher का मूड देख लेना चाहिए. पता चले कुछ और ही वहाँ पे बन गया, है ना? But then, yeah. And I would also urge my fellow teachers here that please give that scope to the students to question, to argue,
Yes.
to think. And why should my statement or I should be the one having the last word?
Okay. Truly amazing. Nowadays, coaching centers are at their boom. The
Yeah.
students caught in a tight rope, the walking to the school, then to tuitions or coachings, and they are just the mental state, I think, is little stressed out.
Yeah.
What do you think? What's the comment on the coaching centers and what students should do to relax their mind from these hectic schedules, like going to school and then coaching centers?
See, Divish, the education department, especially the CBSE, is doing a lot to bring to erase this coaching culture.
Yes.
You know, like most of the question papers now are competency based. We are doing away from the rote learning. A lot of activities are being brought in. The syllabus is being cut so that this coaching culture
Yes.
can be reduced.
Okay.
So here my request is to the parents. I'm also a parent, you know, and I was also once a student. In our times, anybody who went to the coaching was branded as nalaik.
Oh.
कि सिर्फ नलायक को ट्यूशन चाहिए, कुछ और बच्चों को ट्यूशन की ज़रूरत नहीं है. मैं मैथ्स से पुअर थी, मेरी कोचिंग रखी गई थी 2 महीनों के लिए एग्जाम से पहले. तो मैं मैथ्स में मैं सर्टिफाइड नलायक थी क्योंकि मेरी कोचिंग रखी गई थी. And I was not very good at maths. तो थोड़ा बोर्ड एग्जाम में मार्क्स के लिए. तो फ्रॉम दैट मेंटल सेटअप के जहाँ पे नलायकों को ट्यूशन जाने की जरूरत है, टू दिस प्रेजेंट स्टेट जहाँ पे हर कोई कोचिंग जा रहा है, it's not a healthy sign. It's not a healthy sign because most of the coaching centers, see, if somebody is in the market, he or she is for money making proposition.
Yes.
है ना, 10 बच्चे पढ़ाने हैं तो वो 40 बच्चे पढ़ाएंगे, उनको तो पैसा बनाना है.
Education is
है ना?
business.
So yeah, and interestingly, I don't know why. Here my question to the parents that you put your child in a school, trust the school. Trust the school. Why are you not trusting the school? It's the parents who say कि नहीं जी ट्यूशन का पेज नहीं करना है. So I often argue with such parents. Why भेजना क्यों पहनना है? Eat my head. I'm a teacher. आपके बच्चे को इंग्लिश नहीं आ रही, उसको ट्यूशन में भेजो, उसको बोलो कि जाना आपका दिमाग खा गया. And any teacher is willing. So this is a rat race, I would say. It's a great child of parents कि ट्यूशन तो भेजना ही पड़ता है. Tuition is not really required.
No, ma'am, like they're like CBSE is reducing the syllabus year by year, and the IITs or NEET exams are just broadening their syllabus.
Yeah, you have a very valid point here. So this is something that CBSE and the NTA, the testing agency that is there, needs to rethink, because even today, NEET and JEE are one of the toughest exams.
All over the world.
Yeah, all over the world. They are one of the toughest exams, no doubt about that. So yes, you're so right here. So yes, on one hand, we are trying to reduce the burden on the child so that he can have time for critical thinking, for problem solving, which we refer to as the 21st century skills. And on the other hand, the NEET, the JEE, they are again so much syllabus oriented. Right? But you're so right there. So let's put up a letter to CBSE that here you are reducing the burden, and on the other hand, but the burden remains the same.
Yes.
So, yes.
Right.
But then for younger kids, I think till class 10 there is no need for coaching.
Of course, for students like in my age, like I'm just feeling like that. The students do this self-doubt, especially for the JEE and the NEET experience. They do self-doubt that they can't do it. They think that the money their parents are investing on them is wasting. What do you comment on those people, those students?
See, again, I would. We are in a phase, Divish, when we are evolving.
Yes.
We are still not the society that we should have been. We are still evolving, right? So there are so many things happening in the Western world which need to come in. Like after class 10, though at DPS, we have this career counseling, but then how many students really take that career counseling seriously? How many parents take it seriously? We still, again, I would say it's the rat race only. That anybody who does not have the potential would also like to sit for JEE and NEET exam. So here also one problem lies. Like class 10 students, they have passed out. I have taught them, I know them, and there are about 70% of students who are in science, doing JEE and NEET. Whereas I know that out of these, only 20% are the ones who would actually qualify for that. The rest 50%, they are just wasting their money, wasting their time, wasting their health, I would say. Right? So this needs to change. So more variety needs to come in. And Gen Zs and Gen Alphas, you people are even started earning at 18. People are earning at 17.
Yes.
So that means that scope is there. So why confine yourself to JEE and NEET only? There are so many unconventional jobs available. और सब चीजें छोड़ दो, मुझे तो influences भी ठीक लगते हैं.
This is a great point of Gen Z or Gen Alpha. They are exploring new things.
New things.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, this needs to come in a big way. Though at DPS we do try. 9th we have career counseling, 10th we have career counseling, and people from outside coming for these tests. Aptitude tests.
Yes.
So parents need to understand that a child does have an aptitude. I never had an aptitude for mathematics. I never had. And I think I have done reasonably well for myself. उस ज़माने में मैथ्स बहुत बड़ी चीज़ होती थी कि मैथ्स नहीं किया तो आप बर्बाद हो. तो मैंने 10वीं के बाद after 10th I left maths and I think I'm doing reasonably well for myself. So we need to break these mindsets. We are still stuck in the mindsets. If somebody asks me, आप तो टीचर हो मैडम, अपनी बेटी को क्या करवाओगे? मैं कहता हूँ उसको टेलरिंग का कोर्स करवाऊंगी. They laugh कि मतलब क्या बकवास कर रही हो? And she's good at studies. मतलब she's very young, but she's good at studies. But मैं सच में उसको टेलरिंग का कोर्स करवाना चाहूँगी. Skill.
Yes, ma'am. Skill.
Skill
Skill that matters.
Skill matters, and she'll be her own boss. So we are not thinking beyond okay, पढ़ाई में अच्छा है means हाँ JE NEET. उसके beyond दुनिया खत्म है.
Yes. So there is a fun question. Like you have seen too much of students, hundreds of students,
Thousands.
thousands.
I think I must have touched black.
Yeah. In your school career phase also and the teaching phase also. Do you remember a kind of student which has a like amazing kind of story you want to share with us? Any with the office student?
Actually, there are so many amazing stories. I think every batch that I teach is amazing. But there are a couple of students. There was one student, I don't want to use his name, right? So he was in class 9. When he was in class 9-10, अभी तो थोड़ा है ना physical punishment मना है. So in हमारे ज़माने में है ना in earlier times एक दो लगा देते थे. So he came into my touch in class 9, notorious, naughty. I can't tell you how naughty. So अगर टीचर तक चल के भी जाना है तो वो 4 benches कूद के जाएगा, वो आगे से चल के नहीं जाएगा. That naughty. लग जाती थी बेचारे को, खूब लगी. फिर वो then he was in class 11. He was doing something naughty. अब मुझे if you ask me Divish मैंने उसको क्या बोला, मुझे आज भी याद है मैंने उसको क्या बोला. मैंने कुछ ज्ञान भाषण न दिया होगा उसको. So I could see some change in him. So I was happy. And he did 11th he passed, 12th he scored, 12th he became even better, his scores started improving, then his result came. So on the result day, I was told that कोई student आपको मैं ढूंढ रहा है, क्या हाँ, so it was that same boy, so he touched my feet and he started crying. मैंने कहा तेरे तो इतने अच्छे नंबर आए, अब तो क्यों रो रहा है? मैं तेरे को 2 सालों से पीटा भी नहीं है तो अब क्यों रो रहा है? So he said something very sweet and it stays with me. I mean, that feeling is still fresh in my mind. It was about 18 साल पहले की बात कर रही हूँ. So he said that मैम वो जो उस दिन आपने मुझे डांटा था ना, it changed my life. And see, I'm doing so well now. I think he's settled abroad. He's doing very well for himself, and he stays in touch. So that set me thinking. मतलब उसको होते देख के मेरे को भी ऐसा I also got emotional, right? कि मतलब but then set me thinking that how one word of appreciation from a teacher, one word of advice from a teacher, again what was mentioned earlier that that student feeling yes the teacher has faith in me, can bring a 360-degree change in a child's attitude.
So that's of course, it's a message for all the peoples. The students they thought that the teachers are always scolding them. They are without the reason they are scolding them. But yes, there is a huge reason and a benefit for the student.
And I always tell my kids that if I can love you, I can scold you. And if I'm not scolding you, that means I have no connect with you. अगर मैं डांट लगा रही हूँ, इसका मतलब मेरे मन में तुम्हारे लिए प्यार है. और जिस दिन डांट नहीं लगेगी, तो मतलब वो प्यार खत्म हो गया. फिर मैं प्रोफेशनल हूँ. तुम प्रोफेशनल, मैं प्रोफेशनल, ठीक है. तो kids need to understand कि डांट कभी भी ना, डांट के पीछे प्यार है.
सही बात है.
डंडे के पीछे प्यार है.
सही बात. तो एक फन क्वेश्चन है. जैसे अगर मैं कोई भी स्कूल का एक रूल चेंज या ऐड कर सकता तो होता कि मैं एक स्लीपिंग लेक्चर दे दूं स्कूल में कि बच्चे सो पाए. अगर आपके पास ऐसी पावर होती कि मतलब पूरे हटके कोई रूल चेंज या ऐड करना होता, आप क्या करते?
यार ये तो तुमने सोच में डाल दिया. मैं कुछ ही बोलूँगी, ये थोड़ा वो एंटी स्कूल हो जाएगा.
नो,
पर मेरी बड़ी इच्छा है, मतलब काश कभी मुझे मौका मिले स्कूल चलाने का. तो मेरी बड़ी इच्छा है कि स्कूल में बेल ना हो. बेल डराती है, मुझे ऐसा लगता है. बेल कर्कश है. Bell is very very harsh on your ears. Bell is like कुछ हो गया. हम इतने मजे से पढ़ रहे होते हैं, है ना, क्लास चल रही है ना, एकदम डूबे हुए बच्चे की कितना इंटरेस्ट ले ही लेते हैं पढ़ाई में, है ना. Suddenly there's a tong, and then suddenly everything is lost, and you can never get into that mood the next time. but then it cannot happen. है ना, बच्चे खेल रहे हैं मजे में, तो खेलने को नहीं, उनको स्क्वायर में जाके क्यों उनको तंग करना है?
सही बात है।
बट ऐसा हो नहीं सकता।
So lastly, if you could have a piece of advice for the students and the teachers, as our full interview and the podcast was full of knowledge, but last piece of advice for the students and teachers.
I'll share the advice that my mentor gave me when I just started my career. So he was my first principal of army school, and he told me 3 things which I like sharing with everybody. So he said that beta, I mean, he was almost about to retire, and I was about some 28, 29-year-old young, very raw young teacher. So he says, "Ki beta, do 3 things in life." So this is what I always share with my students also. He said, "Ki always have a mentor." So mentor needn't always be your teacher or your parent. So have somebody with whom you can talk openly, whom you trust, and whose advice you trust. So always have a mentor. Then learn something new every 2 or 3 years. So this I really, उस वक्त मुझे बात समझ में नहीं आई थी, but then I applied it. Every 2 to 3 years, learn something new. So till about my 45 or 46 years, I was learning. I was doing some course or the other. So I have a lot of degrees, which I don't want to brag about. But then you learn not for degree, but you learn for learning something new. So latest I want to learn is swimming. I'm so old and I still don't know how to swim. So I want to learn how to swim. So this is my next thing that I want to learn. It's almost 2 years. I want to learn something new. Right? So have a mentor, learn something new every 2 to 3 years, and always take a little break in life. Relax. Especially जब हम young होते हैं, बच्चे होते हैं, तो हमें ना बड़ा जल्दबाजी होती है ना, कुछ ना कुछ करने की, हमें मूवमेंट बड़ी पसंद होती है लाइफ में, कहीं पहुंचे ना पहुंचे, तो कहते हैं कि वो मूवमेंट को कभी every 2-3 months स्लो डाउन. वो स्लो डाउन कुछ हो सकता है, कोई एक दिन कुछ ना करो, सिर्फ सोते रहो, कोई एक दिन इससे ब्रेक लो, है ना, कोई एक दिन सिर्फ किसी मंदिर गुरुद्वारे में जाके बैठ जाओ. Take some break from the rush that you are in. So I try to employ these 3 things in my life. So I still have a mentor.
We will definitely do it. Personally, I also like your interview and podcasting. I just love it. The knowledge you have shared, the experience you have given us in a short time. That's wonderful. For now, this is the end of the interview. But I wish you आपका करियर बहुत अच्छा जाए. I wish you all the very best for your upcoming life.
Thank you, Divish. Rather, I wish to thank you for giving me this opportunity. We teachers are very fond of speaking anyhow, right? But then you made me think. So thank you so much, and it's an honor to be interviewed by one of my students who thought that I am capable of sharing something with everybody. So I wish you all the best, and may your podcast go from strength to strength. बहुत अच्छा कर रहे हो बेटा, ऐसे करते रहो, मेहनत करते रहो. Thank you so much.
Very thank you.